the hell? Is it just now gonna stay like this, loading? Hope not. Alright, beautiful. I won't even see the Q1 results. No. Okay, now I can join in. If this game would let me. Beautiful start to the second part of the stream. My PS4 is slow right now. Okay, now we're back. Alright, finally back at it. So Q2 has started. Yeah, so Q2 has started already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 8 cars out on track. Sparko, the only one on the mediums. The rest of the drivers on the softs. Hennessy should be the first one to start their flying laps, and if he doesn't do anything stupid in turn 18 and 19, which he doesn't, so he's gonna be the first driver to start their times. Then it's gonna be Niklas, then it's a Ferrari of Noise, then it's a Mercedes of Matt, then it's an Alpine of Sparko. No, yeah, Sparko. Then it's Coke, and then it is High, but Sparko is bit close to Matt at the moment. As well, the same for Coke. Coke? Yeah, Coke. As he has a faster car and he is on the softs, so he's gonna catch the Alpine ahead of him. As there's an Aston Martin spun, that was Niklas who spun on the exit of turn 3 and damaged his front wing at the same time. So he's gonna go back into the pits, change his front wing, maybe change the tires to new ones. Back with the Sparko is slower than Coke. Coke probably wants to overtake Sparko as soon as possible, but he just can't, because in these corners he can't really go, as Coke overshoots the braking, goes onto the escape road. Luckily he chose that and not to risk it, as he now reverses back into the track. Hennessy goes P1, 141.076. Then it's a Noise, goes P1, 140.551. Then it's Matt, 141.198. Then it's Sparko, 142.339. High goes fourth, 141.741. Then it's an Alpina from I don't know. It should be. It's gonna be Coke, but here goes back into the pits. Thus, so at the moment only 5 drivers have set a time. 10 minutes to go in Q2. Reggie is out on the mediums. Sparko gets a 5-place grid penalty for collision with Tricks, as Sparko as well leaves the session. Reggie spins on exit turn 16, as he was supposed to start his flying lap. It shouldn't affect his lap that much, as he can use, well, this straight is pretty long, so it, even with that spin, you can get the high amount of speed, or the top speed that you can get. As third goes fourth to 141.390, or it was like 20 seconds after I said that, but was a bit more focused on Reggie. As High causes yellow flags at the moment. Well, he has enough fuel. I think he's preparing his second flying lap in a row. Or not in a row, but on the same set. As well, Lamas is out on track ahead of him. So he's gonna... Well, he's gonna get the slipstream out of him. But maybe Lamas would have thought that his own teammate would give him the slipstream, as High spins on the first corner already. He didn't get any damage because he didn't hit the wall. But his second flying lap on the same set is already ruined. Reggie, I mean, no, that was Shaza. Reggie will come through the line in 1 second, and he goes fastest, 140.228. Only, if I remember right, less than a tenth slower than his Q1 time, and that time was set on the soft. This time is set on the mediums. So Reggie could be looking for a pole position, but he has to remember that Noise, who after Bahrain didn't have the best races. Well, Reggie is now stopped on track, engine issues, but he gets it going. I guess just letting cars that are on the flying laps. Lamas will come through the line. It is going to be a 142.104. It is about 3.5 tenths slower than High. It will be Niklas in the Aston Martin through the second sector, 118.436. And now turn 17. And now 18, 19. And now the last corner, turn 20. And now it's just all about keeping that car straight. Oh, activating the DRS. And coming through the line, he goes 10th. 143.036. At the moment he has the slowest time in Q2. But still Shazza, Coke, Holtz, Pet and Trix, they haven't set their times. And at the moment it's not really much happening as Lamas he's not on a flying lap. Nicholas, I don't think he's on a no, he's not on a flying lap. So at the moment it's just very boring. At the moment it's just very boring because no one is out on track. Reggie, he is the fastest man at the moment in Q2 on the mediums. That is 3/10, more than 3/10 ahead of Noise, who is 5/10 ahead of Hennessy, and Hennessy is ahead of both Mercedes. Matt being 1/10 behind Hennessy and Tur being 3/10 behind Hennessy, as a Red Bull of Shazza out on track. Okay. So he comes out on track once again to set a somewhat of a time, because he still hasn't set it one. As for Coke, Holt, Pet and Trix, no, that's the Aston Martin engineers. As there's a Ferrari of Coke out on track. Matt resides in the pits on softs, obviously. As well as Shaz on softs, obviously. They don't want to really risk it on the mediums because, well, if they're gonna lose out in not going into Q3 because they just lost it by a 10th, then it's basically all down because they chose mediums and not softs. Well, obviously maybe the fact that that the medium is a mistake or something, but should have just gone with the softs. As Shazza through turn 18 and 19 and then turn 20, he will start his time in about 10 seconds. The ERS will be open now, and he comes across the line to start his flying lap. Let's see if he does. If he misses this lap, then it's over, because he doesn't have enough fuel to set another one, and he won't have enough time to go back into the pits, fuel up, and then do the in lap and then the flying lap. Does Coke have? No, he doesn't. As High comes out on track, as well as Trix, DT Rich holds. Oh, Lamas break test as Holtz. As Holtz gets a 5-place grid penalty with collision with Lamas. That was a bit weird, as now Lamas goes straight into the escape road, and it kinda interrupted Coke's lap, but it shouldn't be that bad. Spet is still in the pits. It is already too late for him, so Pet is gonna be out of Q2. Shaza. He will come across the line about now, and he goes third. 140.8 for 3. Trix will start his flying lap as well as high. Then it's gonna be Dietrich starting his lap. Coke through the sector 2 split. 116.698. And now turn 18, 19, and now turn 20. Now just letting the car go and just praying, not really praying, but going across the line, and he goes fifth, 141.104 between Hennessy and Matt. 10 seconds to go. Everyone who needed to start their times have started their times. At the moment, Dietrich, Niklas, Holtz, Pet, and Trix won't make it in. Coke goes onto the escape road. Dietrich is improving through the first sector. High wasn't, as High looks up into the castle section and nearly missed the wall, but that was probably Code Brown in there. It was very close. Tricks to the second sector, 117.245. Sparko is in 10th. He might be in danger of not going in. Dietrich through the second sector split is improving. He is, but only small margins. Only just tiniest of margin as Strix comes across the line. He goes 8th, so Sparko is out. Then it's gonna be High through the line. He doesn't improve. Then it's gonna be Dietrich, who is improving, but only the slightest of margins. And he won't make it into Q2. He did improve, but only slightest of margins. Like I said, Holtz is gonna come across the line, and he's gonna go P3, 140.568. Lamas overtook High, so High is out of Q2, and Niklas has lost his front wing, so Niklas is not gonna go through. So it is High, Sparko, Dietrich, Niklas, and Pet who aren't gonna go through into Q3. Sparko and Holtz have 5+ grid penalties. A bit interesting between them, as both Alpines have. They're both in the Alpine. But it is this time Reggie in P1, Holtz, Noise in P2, then it's Holtz in P3, Shaza in 4th, Hennessy 5th, Coke 6th, Matt 7th, Tur 8th, Trix 9th, and Lamas closing off the top 10 and being the last one through into Q3, pushing High, his own teammate, into P11. Well, he might not start 11th because Holtz has still that 5+ grid penalty, so he might start 10th. But for doing so, Holtz has to be 6th or lower if High would be to start 10th. As the final part of qualifying has started, obviously everyone will be on softs. If someone would not be on the softs, then I don't know what they would be trying to do. I mean, yeah, Delta, but like at the same time, like in Q3, like, well, some people do it. It just kind of depends. If it would be like Reggie or Noise, then understand more. But then if it will be, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with useless. Maybe Trix or Lamas because they are in the, maybe Lamas because he's in the Williams. Then from him I wouldn't understand. Well, I'm, I'm not saying that Lamas is bad. It's just because that he's in the Williams that is holding him back. As Noise is the first rider to be out on track. Behind it's gonna be, it's not gonna be, it is Holds. Then it's Hennessy. Then a long list behind. It is then Tur. Then it is Reggie. Then it's Matt. Then it's Shazza. And at the moment, Coke, Trix, and Lamas aren't out on track. Everyone obviously on softs because in Q3 you just have to send it. You just have to send it. It is like a time trial time where you're just trying all the time to send it and obviously improve. As whole Noise is through turn 18 and 19, so he's gonna start his flying lap in 5 seconds or so. No, it's not Lewis Hamilton, it's Noise. Then it is gonna be Holds through turn 18 and 19, so he's gonna start his flying lap in about 5 seconds. Then it is Hennessy through turn 18 and 19. He's gonna start his flying lap in 5 minutes. Seconds. As still a big queue of cars that Matt is kind of stuck behind. Well, this is not the greatest exit towards the longest straight in the F1 calendar. Well, he has hit his top speed anyways, I think, but it's not the optimal. It's not the optimal exit. Snow starts the first sector 35.065. Holds 35.964. Hennessy, it's 35.354. And then it's Tur through the first sector 35.123. Then it's a Red Bull of Shazza 35.453. Then it's Matt. Oh, we didn't see it. Damn it. But Reggie was working with Shazza, I think, for the slipstream. Or maybe Reggie just did a mistake. And he decided to help his teammate out. As Noise comes across the line, he goes first. And the banker is 139.666. So already the fastest time that we have seen in this qualifying. Holt has invalidated his time, so it is going to be Hennessy next across the line. His time is going to be 140.237. Then it's Tur across the line. He goes second, 140.114. Then it's Shazza across the line. He goes second, 139.952. Then it's Matt, 140.167. So the Mercedes are close between each other. Holtz is, no, I don't think he's actually on a second time because 39.336 is not really the best. He might have some. No, it doesn't look like that. No, it doesn't look like that he has any damage. It's just that he doesn't have fuel much left, and ERS as well. So Reggie went back into the pits. Coke, Trix, and Lamas still haven't went out on track. I'll just check Discord for a sec if there's any sort of info. I'm just checking for safety. It doesn't look like so. It should be still all good. So now everyone is gonna go into the pits, or that's what I would think. But one of the Mercedes isn't. That is Tur yet again, or still out on track. Well, he's in using his ERS. I don't know what he's doing. Honestly, I honestly don't know. Maybe he's doing that so that we don't get bored. I don't know. It's him. I mean, oh, as he spins on in turn 5, he did hit the wall, but he was already kind of like I wouldn't say stuck, but like he was already in with that wall, so he didn't get any damage from that. As a Red Bull of Shaza is out on track already. I want to see how much fuel does he have. Does he have enough fuel for 2 runs? Well, just enough. 2.9 laps, so yeah, basically just enough. Just enough for 2 laps. Stirs fuel. It does say then 2.3, now it's 2.2. So he did not run out of fuel, actually. Yeah, basically right now Shaza is the only driver out on track. Again, might be something going on in Red Bull with not in the negative way, in the positive way. It does of helping his teammate out as Hennessy goes out on track in the softs, obviously. Let's see if Reggie goes out now or so. Well, it doesn't look like it. There's a Ferrari of Noise, then it's a Mercedes of Matt, then it's yet another Mercedes of Tur, then it's a Williams of Lamas. Now it is Reggie. So Reggie, he is too late if he wanted to help his teammate out. Yes, too late. So Shaza is at the moment on his own, just with his flying or his flying lap, but he has a lot of traffic out of him. So the drivers out of him have to watch out for that Red Bull car. But I think Shaza no, he's not on a flying lap as he's not using any ERS. As Hennessy causing yellow flags, I don't actually know why there were yellow flags. But Coke is still in the pits. Well, he doesn't have enough time anymore to set any to set a time, so he's gonna be starting 10th. If Lamas, Tricks, or Holtz don't, and all of them don't start times, as there's a bit of a traffic paradise out here. 2 Red Bulls, 1 Williams and 1 Alpine together as Noise starts his flying lap, and then the 2 Mercedes. Holtz is very close to Reggie, I think. He is very close to Reggie. I don't know what he's trying to do. Reggie is letting through Holtz, but this is not gonna be good because there's a Williams ahead of him, behind him, and as well, this is not getting him a good start to his lap. Noise to the first sector. Is he gonna improve? He is improving by 1.5 tenths. Then it's Matt through the first sector. He is not improving. He isn't improving either. Then it's gonna be Shaza through the first sector split. Is improving. He's not. Then it's a Alpine of Holtz. We didn't see it. Then it's a, I know it because they haven't set a time. Neither of those drivers. Hennessy through the second sector. He is improving. Noise through the second sector. He was improving, but he's invalidated his time, so he's gonna have to be stuck with that time. Hennessy through the line. He goes ahead of Shaza even. He goes second, 139.902. Then it's Noise, but he has invalidated his time. How much would have been improved? 4 cents he would have improved. Then it's gonna be Matt through the line. He improves to second. Tur improves his time, but not position wise. And then it's Shaza, but he's not improving. Reggie with Holtz. Reggie goes third as Holtz goes 8th because Lamas overtook him. What was that? What was that right there? I don't know even myself. I don't even. So Noise is on pole position. Matt is second, Reggie third, so he's gonna start behind Matt and Noise. Hennessy fourth, Shaza fifth, Tur sixth, Trick seventh, Lamas eighth, Holtz ninth, and Coke 10th. But Holtz will be starting 14th, so Coke is gonna be 9th, then High is gonna be 10th. Then I don't even really remember who was 12th, 13th, and 14th. But it is Noise on pole position here in Azerbaijan, in the capital city of Baku. Ooh. Now we're going on to the main event, and where the points are gained into the race. So should be a formation lap. It isn't raining. It is how it is at the moment. Does it even do the weather report? No. Don't even do weather report. Alright, so formation lap starts now. Yeah, formation lap starts now, so predicted strategy, it is gonna be 1 stops, medium hard or hard medium. So most of the drivers went for the mediums. Matt, Hennessy, Shaza, Lamas, and Ravidi went for the hard, hard competitive tires. So they're doing the opposite of the medium hard, or that's what I think they're doing. They could do as well a soft hard or hard soft if they really wanted to, but it's just faster doing medium, harder medium. If they're starting on the hards. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Jose is starting 13th as he spun on the exit of turn 6. As Gravity gets disqualified, so that start on the cold hearts is gonna be. That start on the cold hearts is gonna be a pain for him. A total pain. Yeah, so Coco is starting 9th, High is 10th, Dietrich 11th, Niklas 12th, and then Holtz is 13th. And Sparko is starting 17th. Yeah, because Sparko had a penalty, yeah. I forgot about it. As Coke, a lot of, I think like 3 drivers spun on the exit of turn 16 on the formation lap, but drivers should be, as both Aston Martins got disqualified as well. Interesting, but the drivers should be going onto their grid slots as Hennessy just. Yeah, because. Why am I? Okay, I guess I haven't. That's how I haven't. I don't know. I just can't. I just can't focus. I don't know. I'm honestly probably in this sleep mode. As they're at the back, McLaren spun. What's happening in the back? Nothing really much. Just finally a good camera as Matt is slightly angled to the right. 1 light, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and lights out, and away we go here in Azerbaijan. Noise gets a decent start. Reggie already overtakes Matt on the outside, using those mediums on the advantage at the back. Chaos at the back as Dietrich has been crashed out. High lost, Niklas 18th and Holt 17th. There's already a virtual safety car. Well, it is Azerbaijan, so you get what you wanted, because Azerbaijan always provides crazy racing in league racing, what I've seen. So Noise and Coke, both Ferrari drivers, have kept their positions, but Hennessy got a terrible start as he's already down in 8th. Well, Matt lost 1 position to Reggie, but Reggie is on the medium tire, so he used those softer tires to the advantage. Shows out Tricks and Lamas, they've gained 1 position, as was Reggie. Hennessy has lost 4 positions. Diego has gained 5 positions. Lewis and Gemini, who were starting last, they have both gained 8 positions. Gravity has gained 5 positions. Alba and Sparko, they've gained 2 positions. Pet has lost 2 positions. Niklas and Holtz, they have lost 5 positions, as High has lost 9 positions. And green flag is out back here in Baku, as at the back Gemini has spun on the exit of turn 16. But Noise and Reggie, the championship contenders, going side by side into turn 1. Reggie attacking Noise up the side of turn 1, and he makes his move successfully, but Noise still fights him back into turn 2 on the outside. he still gives him room on the outside, and they'll go side by side into turn 3 now. I think Reggie will stay ahead, but Noise still keeps it around the outside now. Noise will have the inside into turn 4. They're still side by side into turn 5 and 6. And Reggie has managed to get the P1 to himself behind sector 1. That is Diego going slowly as Diego high and holds. They've gone into the pits. So already the championship rivals, clean racing by them, to be fair. But this is what we want. Reggie versus Noise, like Charles and Max. But hopefully this will go down to the last race of the season, as the DRS hasn't yet been activated. It will be activated next lap. Albo has overtaken Gravity into turn 16. So Albo is making up places. Noise is slightly gaining to Reggie, slightly but slowly. He tries to go around the outside of Reggie, as at the back Shaza has overtaken Tur into turn 1, but Tur fights him back into turn 2. And now they're going side by side into turn 3, probably. Tur on the inside, on the fresher soft mediums, as at the front Noise is attacking Reggie, and this is a virtual safety car caused by Diego, who has retired on the exit of turn 19. So now Noise is in the lead. Coke, Lewis and Lamas are doing something. Now Coke is up in 8th, Lewis is 9th from last place, and Lamas is 10th. Gemini has gone onto the escape road in turn 3, as Coke gets a 5-second time penalty for collision with Hennessy. Gemini retires, so both Alfa Romeos are out of this race. And the virtual safety car should be ending soon. They're still going somewhat slow. I think it should be ending now. Yes, it has ended, so the DRS has been enabled, and now Reggie will have an easy job through the main straight. He'll have a very easy job, as he just has to activate the DRS and just go up the inside of Noise into turn 1. But Noise was Reggie closes off the outside, so that Noise can't overtake Reggie into turn 1 around the outside. But now Noise will have the DRS on Reggie into turn 3, but Noise is too far back to think of an overtake, as at the back Shaza was trying to send it on Tur into turn 3. Lamas is in the pits to change his front wing out, I think. So two Williams drivers who were starting pretty high, now they're lost, as High spins on the exit of turn 1 and he retires. So there's already lap 4 drivers out, as Matt has spun in the castle section and he broke his front wing off. Luckily there is ghosting, but for Matt this is already sending him back to the grid, as he damages his front wing even more. So now Graffiti and Albo can just overtake him easier as Gravity is Gravity an AI? No, these are very different. No, this is not an AI, so I don't know what is happening. As Shaza has overtaken Tur into turn 1 pretty comfortably in with the help of the DRS. Matt goes into the pits to change his front wing and tires. Noise still keeping in there with Reggie in that DRS zone. As up ahead, Lamas has overtaken Sparko, but Sparko is in the AI. Holt has crashed out on the exit of turn 19, and this is a full safety car. So now the medium runners can easily bid for hearts and go until the end, but those on the hard combat tires, Gravity, Hennessy and Shaza, they're on the worst place, as the medium runners can pit for hearts and go until the end. I think they can. I'm not too sure. I think it was either the mediums or Hearts which could barely go until the end from here. I don't remember, but I think Hearts can go until the end from this lap. So we will see if the drivers will pit. Reggie, does he pit? He goes left, but he goes back right, so he doesn't pit. Noise doesn't pit. Shaza obviously doesn't. Turk goes in. Tricks as well. Hennessy doesn't. Coke goes in. Lewis goes in. Albo goes in. Niklas goes in. Gravity doesn't. Matt, I don't think he will go. I don't know, but let me just see if Matt goes in. He does go in for New Hearts. Lamas, he will go. That was very. It was like, do I really want to go, or don't I? And the two bots of Spark and Pet don't go, but Albo has crashed out in turn 2, as Niklas almost does the same. He missed his braking point, and he hit the wall, and he's out of this race. It is only 14 drivers in this race, so each and every lap till this point, every one car has crashed out, or basically for one lap there is one DNF'd car. So I mean, it's 26 laps, so you can't have 26 cars. We can't do it. And I don't think it's gonna go down to the like last two drivers of like I don't know, maybe Gravity and Lewis. It just can't. Well, I mean, it can, but it's very unlikely. Still Niklas, Sparkle, Matt, Pet and Lamas still have to catch up to the safety car queue. Matt went... Matt went onto the mediums? How does he have 3 sets of mediums? No, wait, because he started on the hards. He started on the hards. I forgot. So he's as well on the back foot. Or is it? Wait, no. I don't know actually if it's that way that it's supposed to be, or if it's the right thing that I'm saying. Or forget it. As the 4 drivers, or basically Matt has overtaken Sparko. Alright, you can do it like that as well. You'll just get a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. I think. Well, Matt still hasn't got anything. But now everyone has got up to the safety car queue. I think the safety car will be going at the end of this lap. But we will see, we will see, we will see. Okay. Safety car is in this lap, so the safety car lights has been turned off, and now it is Reggie controlling the pace under the safety car procedure thingy. I don't know. As Reggie is still warming up the tires. Lamas has spun, I don't know. But Reggie is still warming up the tires. Still warming up. Still warming up. He now goes. So the race has been restarted. Tried to catch Noise off guard. And for Shaza, overtake Noise. And Shaza on the outside. Tries to go for it. But he almost hits the wall. He nearly missed it. Lewis has been crashed out already. Graffiti in 4th. Shaza is down in 6th. What is happening? Tura is down in 13th. Matt is down in 9th. Shaza is down in 8th. Graffiti is in 4th. Now Coke is in 4th because Graffiti makes a mistake as he pushes Coke into the wall as Niklas tries to go for it into turn 5. They go side by side into here. Niklas tried to go on the switchback, but Graffiti defended it well. And now into turn 7, a little bit of a contact between them. As Trix and Niklas will go try to go side by side into the castle section. And it is Hennessy spun on the exit of turn 12. So now he's gonna join the club as well. And now it is like 6 as oh, that was a kamikaze move from Niklas into turn 15. And now it is both the AlphaTauris fighting for P4. But they have to remember that behind is Matt and Hennessy. Now, as Niklas crashes out on the exit of turn 18 as all the other drivers did, and this is a safety car. And my conspiracy is coming true that for every single lap there is a 1 DNF'd car. And now Hennessy, Shaza, Tur into the pits to change their front wing, I'm guessing. No, Shaza goes for the medium tires. Hennessy does as well. Tur does the same thing, so they didn't change their wings. They just changed their tires. But Jesus Christ, that was a restart and a half. Like, it's only lap 9. 17 laps to go. And only 12 drivers. Almost half of the grid is out. Jesus Christ, guys. Calm down. The race is long. You don't need to overtake everywhere. Just take it calm. Like, holy Jesus. Richard knows go into the pits. The only tires that they can change on is for the hards. Cook stays out. Lamas goes in. I guessing for the mediums. So it is now Coke in the lead, Trix P2 and Gravity P3. Very unusual podium at the moment. It will be the drivers who gained the most at the moment. Gravity has gained 15 positions, Trix has gained 5 positions, and Coke has gained 8 positions. Well, Trix started 6, so I mean, you can still count there. No, he started 7th. Sorry, he started 7th. But yeah, as most of the drivers who are still in the no, it's half and half. At the ones who have lost and gained their positions. Some drivers are thinking about a restart, but or a restart of the session, not just I don't know. I don't know what to talk about, because like lap 10 and there's already has been a virtual safety car and I think 2 full-on safety cars. Okay, now everyone is behind the safety car queue, but we still have to wait a whole lap. Oh, I need to change my controller. 1 sec. Actually 5. Alright. Should be good. Should be alright. I don't think my stream restarted that, no. Is it the trick spins under the safety car, and he is now 8th, and he's trying to overtake Hennessy, and now as well Lamas. Okay, it is still on. It is still on, so good. Just needed to check. But it is Trix now down in 6th. So now Gravity is up to 2nd. Matt is 3rd. Reggie 4th and Noise 5th. Need to get the tires. Most of the drivers are on the hards, but some have stayed out on the mediums, as the safety car is in this lap. So now Coke is controlling the pace, and he will decide when he wants to go. As he goes already now, but it's way too early. Because this safety car is still not even in the pits. Well, now it is, so if he wants to do it now, then he does, like I said so. So the race has been restarted. Gravity on the inside of Coke into turn 1. He outbrakes himself, almost hits the wall, and now he loses many places because of it. Noise as well didn't get the greatest results as they go 4 wide into turn 2. That dive bomb from Shaza was unnecessary, as Trix, Noise and Shaza, all of them have front wing damage. And it is Matt at the moment leading the race. Coke is down in 2nd, Reggie is up 3rd, but he's getting... no, Gravity is getting attacked by Lamas, and he's lost his 4th place, and now he's getting as well attacked by Hennessy on the exit of turn 6, so Gravity is as well down in 6th. Noise and Trix, oh, well, that was literally a kamikaze move from Trix, I must say. And now, no, I thought that he was going in the wall, but Matt is leading this race. He's on the mediums though. Trix gets 5-second time penalty for getting 2 places under the yellow flags, I'm guessing. But Matt has already built his lead over 1 second. Reggie is behind Coke, pretty close behind him. Hennessy is trying to overtake Lamas, and now he's out of him. The same is trying to do Reggie, as Reggie was pushed off into the wall, and Reggie on the inside, he's up to 2nd, but Coke is trying on the outside into turn 2. Coke turns in a bit early, but Coke gets a better run off of turn 2, and now he's up to 2nd, but Reggie now trying up this side of turn 3. They haven't made contact at the moment. Trix resides in the pits. Coke now dies down to turn 4, and he has retained his P2. Behind him, Hennessy is trying to overtake Reggie, and they make contact. Reggie and Hennessy, they make contact, and Gravity joins in as well as he spins off of turn 6. So 2 championship rivals not looking great at the moment. Well, Reggie is still in P5, and Noise is 10th, but this is looking beautiful for Mercedes and beautiful for Williams, as well one of the drivers has DNF'd, but their second one is on the podium at the moment. Matt is building up his lead over Coke. Already 2.5 seconds between them, as Lamas is about 2 seconds behind Coke, as he slowed down going into turns 18 and 19 for some reason. The race has been enabled, and now it's again Reggie and Hennessy. Hopefully they won't do the same mistake like they did in turns on the exit of turn 6. As that was very close to the wall by Hennessy on the exit of turn 1, and now he touched the wall on the exit of turn 2, and he lost time because of it. He has still the DRS, but I don't think he will be able to overtake Reggie anywhere in this race. If anything, really something happens for Reggie, if he's stuck behind traffic and Hennessy catches up to him. As Noise overtakes both of the AIs of Sparko and Pet, so it is up to 8th. But he is... Wait, why does he have 5 second time penalty? He has, but I don't honestly know for what reason does he have that penalty. Well, 5 second time penalty you can get for severe collisions and that, but I don't understand. Maybe for speeding in the pit lane? That is the only reason that I can think of. Hennessy is still close to Reggie, but he's closer to Reggie. Maybe Reggie has some floor damage. Hennessy activates his DRS. But Reggie gets a fast lap, so maybe he doesn't. Maybe just both Reggie and Hennessy have a really good pace, or maybe just Reggie made a mistake on the exit of turn 16, as Reggie is not gonna be getting attacked by Hennessy, I don't think, because the gap is too big. So Reggie has still kept his P5. Noise, meanwhile, gets the new fastest lap. It was 1:42.623. Matt has already opened the gap to 3.7 seconds for Coke. Lamas is and Coke is as well doing the same with Lamas. Tur is not really catching up to Lamas, but Reggie is catching to Tur, as Hennessy is 1.5 behind Reggie. So Reggie must have made a mistake on the exit of turn 16. That made Hennessy close enough to have the DRS and maybe think of an overtake if you would have had a better top speed. But Reggie is gaining on Tur. On this straight he won't have the DRS on Tur, but maybe on the next one, on the back straight. As at the moment nothing really much happening. Well, Reggie is gaining on Tur, so that is happening, as well as Noise is gaining on Gravity, but Noise has that 5 second time penalty, so maybe I don't know if he can get it out. Reggie still hasn't got the DRS even on the back straight, so he will have to wait until the main straight. Shaza now gets the new fastest lap, 1:42.288. But Reggie is gaining on Tur, and he's faster than Tur, so he will probably get the DRS on Tur on the start-finish straight, start-finish main straight. He might even overtake him somewhere elsewhere, as Reggie hits Tur into the back of him. Tur somehow didn't spin, but now Hennessy has caught up to Reggie. So this is now a deja vu feeling, as Reggie is very close to Tur, but as well Hennessy is very close to Reggie. So now there's a three-way fight for P4, as on the exit of turn 16 all of them gets a decent exit, but it'll be Tur who will get eaten by both Reggie and Hennessy probably on this start to finish straight, as Tur gets eaten by both of them like I said, but Hennessy is trying to go on the inside of Reggie into turn 1. He is on the inside. Reggie, beautiful switchback on the exit of turn 1, and he's at the moment in P4, but now Hennessy will have the DRS on Reggie into turn 3, but Reggie has stayed in P4, so Tur has lost 2 places at once, and both Reggie and Hennessy, they have gained 1 place. Gravity into the pit for new mediums, so this is promoting Noise and Shaza up by 1 place. At the top, nothing really much happening yet. But the gap between Matt and Coke, it has gone down a little bit last time that I checked. It is now 3.5. Last time that I checked, or last thing that I remember, was 3.7 between them. So now the hearts could be paying off at the moment, as Hennessy is still quite close to Reggie, close enough to get the DRS at the moment, but the DRS detection zone is on the exit of turn 19. Stur is on the edge of getting it. 9/10. It looks like that he will get the DRS. Hennessy is catching up to Reggie, and with the DRS he will go up the inside of Reggie into turn 1, or not even up the inside, he even overtaken before turn 1. But now Reggie gets a better exit of turn 1. Hennessy goes defensive. That could put him on a worse line, as at the back Tur lost it. Thankfully he saved it, but he almost went into the wall. Reggie and Hennessy, they go side by side into turn 3. Hennessy goes a bit wide, and now Reggie again on the outside. This is close racing between Reggie and Hennessy, and now Hennessy is gonna be on the outside. This is again a very deja vu moment, as they're going side by side into turn 5 and 6. We know what's happening there, but Reggie has regained his P4. And the gap between Matt and Coke, it has gone by 1 second up, so probably a mistake by Coke somewhere, I'd say. As well, both Tur has crashed out going into turn 15, and this is a beautiful scenario for Reggie, but it's a disaster for Matt, Coke and Lamas, as they're just comfortably just driving in there to get it done. Now the whole grid will bunch up, and this is for Reggie very good news, because he can now overtake these people easier. Lamas pits for 2 lap, as Lamas didn't have new set of mediums. Hennessy goes on to the softs, as he had front wing damage. Shaza doesn't pit, he stays out on the same used mediums. Hennessy just manages to get himself out of him. Noise as well pits for softs, but this is putting Matt, Coke and Lamas in a very uncomfortable situation, as they're just comfortably ahead. Matt was increasing or keeping the distance between himself and Coke between the like 3-4 seconds. Lamas, well, he wasn't gonna really catch two of them anyway, but it was more relaxing for him, as Reggie was gonna probably overtake him anyway, but now there's gonna be as well Shaza and Noise in this fight, so there's gonna get a lot more spice into this dish. So now I think it's gonna be like 5 or 6 lap of racing. So this is good for Hennessy and Noise, as they need the like 5 laps, 6 laps on those softs, and this is enough for them, and they had fresh sets of softs, which maybe the other drivers didn't have. Maybe the other drivers didn't have a fresh set of softs, but Coke probably did, because like he didn't go out in Q3. So I would say that he had though. But anyways, it is what it is. Nothing that you can change anywhere at this moment. Gravity goes back into the pits to change for the softs, I would say. He's realized that probably the softs will go until the end, and really behind him there is no one. Behind him there is no one. I mean, there's Spark and Pet, but they have left, and yeah. What time was? I just need to check off my one leaks. What time was it? Okay. I have enough time. So, well, nothing really much happened. Nothing really much happened. Gravity has caught up to the safety car queue. The AIs will probably make this safety car go longer by 1 lap. Safety car should not. No, actually, I don't think it's gonna be in this lap because of the AIs that are causing this safety car to not go in. Lamas is. Why is Lamas ghosted? Has he left? He probably did, but safety car stays for 1 more lap. As he goes in, as the AI of him goes into the pits, Noise has lost the place to Gravity for some reason. But Gravity is letting him through. Good job by him. Aslama hearts. What is this AI thinking? To go onto hearts. Alright, that's a Ferrari strategy, I guess. I don't actually know why Lamas left. Maybe internet issues. But this is promoted drivers like Reggie, Hennessy, Shaza, Noise, and Gravity by one place. This is easier for Reggie as he doesn't have a Williams out of him, which could be slowing him down. As he now has directly out of him Coke. I need to check up the driver standings. So Reggie is leading Noise by 21 points. So if the race would end like this, then Reggie would gain even more points. 15 compared to 8. That would be 7 points that Reggie would gain as the safety car is going in this lap, so it has turned off its lights. In the constructors, Red Bull is leading Ferrari by 17 points. That's the ones that I can say at the moment, the info. But Matt is now controlling the pace. Reggie gets a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. That might get removed. That might get removed. It might. We will see. Matt is gonna be going soon. He's still warming up. He is going now. So the race has been restarted. Reggie gets an excellent restart and he's already up the inside of Coke into turn 1 as Shaza has been thrown off into the wall and he's basically out of this race at the moment. He got pushed off into the wall by Hennessy. Shaza was still on the outside and he would have definitely deserved the space there, but Shaza's race is ruined. Now it's in shambles as Noise has been promoted to P5 and Hennessy is gonna try to overtake Reggie maybe somewhere close, maybe in sector 2. We will see, or maybe in turn 16, or maybe in next laps as Hennessy goes too early on the power. He lost the rear and then he had to go wide in turn 12 and he has lost all of the time that he was behind Reggie. Matt has still kept his lead, but Coke is close behind him as into turn 18 and 19. And now this little king turn 20. Coke is gaining. Matt is weaving to break the slipstream. Coke is gaining slowly but not enough. Behind there is Reggie that he has still think about. Shaza goes into the pits to change his front wing. Hennessy hasn't really gained on Reggie that much as Reggie tries to go up the inside of Coke into turn 2 and Coke now on the switchback and he has successfully switched back to him. Reggie maybe will think into turn 5, maybe overtaking Coke. Well, no, he hasn't. but it's working good for Matt, as he has gained a little bit of a gap between himself and Coke, and this is as well working great for Hennessy, as he has gained on Reggie as well, as Coke is slowing down on Reggie a little bit. I would say that intentionally. Well, I don't know. But Reggie has lost a little bit of time on Coke now. 6 cents between each other. So on the exit of turn 16, Matt is still leading by half a second, or now 6 cents out of Coke. The grid has stayed pretty similarly that after the safety car restart. The DRS hasn't been yet enabled. Some of the drivers don't have the ERS anymore, as the DRS has been enabled. So now the real chaos will start, probably, as Coke will have the DRS down to this straight, and basically everyone behind Coke, he's too far back as he has no ERS left. Neither does Reggie. Noise just doesn't really have the pace at the moment, as he's not really gaining on Hennessy at the moment. Reggie very close to Coke in turn 6, almost touching his gearbox, as the gap between Matt and Coke, it is over 1 second. Can Matt keep this gap like it was? Now it is 9 cents, so Coke will get the DRS, or would get the DRS, but there's still 2 more corners to go that Coke could be getting that DRS. It is now 8 cents, and it is now 9 cents. Matt got a better exit than Coke, but looks like Coke still will get the DRS on Matt onto this massive straight. Coke has hit 0 on his ERS. Reggie is on the inside trying to overtake Coke into turn 1, as he has successfully overtaken him even before turn 1. So Reggie is up to second. Noise lost his rear a bit on the exit of turn 1, as he doesn't have the pace at the moment to fight Hennessy or the drivers up ahead. It is like a DRS train that he's stuck in, because he's lost in the Shaza. New fast lap 142.183. As the gap between Reggie and Matt has closed up a bit by 1/10. And now into castle section, still 6 cents, and Coke hits the wall. Coke does the I am stupid, and he's out of this race. Noise has DRS wing damage, and Hennessy has lost a mass amount of time on Reggie. So it is now only between Matt and Reggie for the lead of this race. As they exit out turn 19 and now turn 20, Reggie will have the DRS on Matt going onto this massive straight, but neither of the drivers have any of the ERS. Reggie is gaining. He goes on the inside. Matt stays on the outside. He gets a better exit, so Matt is still on the outside. They have started the last lap of this race. Reggie activates his DRS, and the rest of his ERS that he has, Reggie goes on the inside. Matt doesn't really fight it, and Reggie is up to first. Matt tries to go on a switchback, but Reggie is in the lead for now. Matt still close to Reggie through turn 5 and 6, as now the gap has a bit increased between Reggie and Matt, as there's 4 tenths between them. Into the castle section, Matt has closed up a bit on Reggie. Now through turn 13, 14 and 15. Matt hits the back of Reggie. Gravity loses a place on Lamas, but Matt is pretty close to Reggie. Now both of the drivers will use every single bit of their ERS that they have. Matt hits 0. Reggie still has some of it left. Matt activates his DRS. It's not enough. Reggie on track wins this race. But Matt, because of penalties, well, I'm just gonna say it like this, Matt wins in Baku here in season 4 of BPRL. Hennessy is second, but he might get a penalty as well. Reggie finishes 4th. Noise just didn't get into the 5 seconds of Reggie, so he's staying in P4. Then it is an AI of Lamas, I think, as Gravity gets deserved driver today. He started 18th and he's now 6th. I think he's 6th. It's loading very long. Okay. So the results. Lamas finishes 5th. Gravity finishes 6th from starting 18th. Very good race from him as well. Lamas 5 times in the pits. Holy Jesus. Holy Jesus. Shazza finishes 3rd. Not 3rd. 7th. He finishes 7th. He gets a fastest lap though. And Red Bull gain points on Ferrari once again, and crucially Reggie gains points on Noise again. Spark and Pets, well they were AI, so I don't really count them. Coke crashes out on the penultimate lap in the castle section. He basically does Leclerc 2019. I am stupid, basically. And then there is the crashed out drives of Tur, Trix, Niklas, Lewis, Albo, Holt, High, Shimoni, Diego, and Dieterich, who didn't even get. He was on the exit of turn 1. He got crashed out on the exit of turn 1. And this was it. My driver today was Gravity. I can say that. My driver today was Gravity from starting 18th and just seeing drivers go right and left. He just somehow managed to not get caught up in one of the incidents, or if he got caught up in one of the incidents, then he got away with it. He somehow just did. He was driving very clean. Nothing really much happened with him. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. Next week is. Wait, what is the next race? I need to check the calendar. So next race is France in Polar Kart. I will not compensate next week because I'm on a holiday skiing. So I won't see you next week. I'll see you in 2 weeks in Austria. Or no, actually three weeks because there's a break. So we will see you in Austria where there's a sprint. So yeah, see you guys in 3 weeks in Austria where there is a sprint. Um, yeah.